Hi, my name is Amelia Fisher. Welcome to the Amelia Archive, and this is the time I met Cleveland Brown. And no, not the animated character Cleveland Brown, but his original voice actor, Mike Henry. This was back when I was still attending Washington and Lee. I was meditating in the green room before my theater class when this lady walks in. And she has a lanyard on, she's got that admin style, and she's walking around with this gentleman in casual wear. And I'm thinking, oh, she's this guy's handler. Because I was working for the archival department around that time, and if we have a campus guest, they always have like a handler, someone to get them snacks, show them around, maybe act as security, I guess, since Lexington, Virginia is known for its crime rate. I'm like, oh, is this room reserved? And they're like, oh no, he just needs a quiet place. So I'm like, hey, no problem. I'll just head down to class early. Later, I found out that he took over that room to meditate, which is a pretty hilarious coincidence. He came down, he gave a talk to our class since we were a theater and acting class. The usual stuff, talking about being totally broke, having an agent, never giving up, having his start in advertising. Now, why was he here? Washington Lee's contact committee has had some pretty insane guests before, but he was invited because he was an alumni. He attended Washington and Lee the final year that women weren't allowed to be at the school. So after his talk, we got a photo with him. There's me. And what was really nice is he gave everyone in the class a signed page with all his characters. It was a swell gift, but honestly, I'm not a fan of Family Guy. But I knew someone who was. So I said, hey, can you make this out to someone else? I know someone who's going to appreciate it more. And he was so down. So I took it home. I gifted it to Ryan. He really appreciated it. He had it framed. He hung it up in the basement bar. He was giving a talk to the entire school. And I figured it would just be a less personal and more rehash of stories that he already told us in class. I totally forgot. Turns out I was working the event. I literally could have stepped in, but nope. I just stood guard, got paid. Apparently, he showed multiple ads. Some of them made me happier that I did miss it. So then, later, I went to my favorite lunch spot on campus, Hillel, the Jewish deli, Avi, because I wanted a tuna melt, or a bagel with lox, or maybe a fruity smoothie. And the guy was in line, and I'm like, hey. And there was something I wanted to ask him in class, but I didn't want to ask him a question that was only personal and relevant to me with the entire class. Like, that just didn't make sense. Before we had the class, I looked at some of his other credentials when I saw that he had worked on Robot Chicken during the Robot Chicken Star Wars special. So I asked him if he met Kevin Shinnick, who was a friend of my mom in high school, who I have now since been in contact with. I'd like to call him a friend, but, maybe that's more of like a parasocial fan thing, But so I was like, hey, like, how was it working on this thing? He was like, wow, nobody asked me about that. But yeah, we got to go up to the George Lucas Ranch. It was cool, and Kevin was cool. So, Kevin, if you're watching this, by the way, I already thought you were pretty cool, but Mike Henry said you were cool. Some things that he left us is he talked a little bit about meditation, but he also talked about something called daily pages, which is like, I guess at the beginning or end of a day, just like writing all the ideas you have, getting them out of your head. And I kept that up for a while as sort of a form of prayer practice. Anything I wanted to pray, I would write down, which would help me focus and clear my head. I still continue to keep paper nearby just so that I can brainstorm, especially for this YouTube channel now. I followed him on social media afterwards. We sent him a photo of Ryan with his gift, but we never really got a reply. All in all, it was a really fun experience. So if you're watching this, thank you, Mike Henry. And thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in other places around the archive.